Chapter 10, Life in Water. Topics covered: aquatic plants, aquatic animals, water pollution and its effects, mosquitoes, malaria and its prevention. Look at this picture of a water lily floating on a lake or a pond. It is a beautiful plant. It has colorful petals and large, broad leaves. But we cannot see the root and shoot of this plant. These parts of a water lily plant are hidden below. Many plants and animals live in water. The word aqua means water. The living things that live in water are called aquatic plants or aquatic animals. The living things that live on land are called terrestrial plants or terrestrial animals. Let us read about some plants and animals that live in water. Aquatic plants. We see many kinds of small and big plants. They grow in water. These are called aquatic plants. These are of three types: floating plants, fixed plants, and underwater plants. Floating plants. Many plants can be seen floating on the surface of water bodies. For example, a duckweed is a tiny plant. It has flat, disc-shaped leaves, a single root and little white flowers. As it is very small and light, it can easily float on the water surface. Water moss fern has small and hairy, boat-shaped leaves. The hair traps air. This makes the leaves waterproof. The trapped air makes the plant light and helps it float on the water surface. Roots of the water moss fern dangle in water. Water hyacinth is a large floating plant. The leaves of this plant are smooth and round. The stalk of the leaves contain air inside. The air helps the plant to float. Water hyacinths have light purple flowers which grow in bunches. Fixed plants. They are fixed to the bottom of the pond by their roots. They have plate-like leaves that float over the water surface. The leaves are broad and flat. The stomata is present on the upper side. The stems are hollow, light and flexible. This keeps the flowers and leaves afloat. The stems bend with the flow of water, so they do not get damaged by strong currents. Also, the broad leaves serve as a nest for small birds. Some examples of the fixed plants are water lily, lotus, etc. Underwater or submerged plants. These plants live completely underwater. Their roots fix them in the muddy soil. Their leaves are long, narrow, thin and ribbon-like. Stomata is absent, so these plants breathe through their body surface. The leaves arise in clusters from roots. The leaves do not break as they move along the water currents. The stems are flexible, having air spaces. We put these plants in aquariums as they clean the water by removing carbon dioxide breathed out by water animals. Some examples of the underwater plants are hydrilla, tape grass, vallisneria, etc. Aquatic animals. There are millions of animals on this earth. Many of them live underwater. Frogs, whale, penguin, dolphins and fish all live in water. They are known as aquatic animals. Fish have streamlined body and fins. Fins help the fish to move smoothly and maintain balance in water. Tail fins help fish to change direction. Fish breathe through special breathing organs known as gills. They have a special covering called scales, which are waterproof and protect them in water. Whales and dolphins breathe with the help of lungs. Whales have blowholes situated on the upper part of their head. Occasionally, they come on the surface of water, breathe in air through blowholes and nostrils. They can stay in water for a long period without breathing. Animals like duck and frog that live both on land and in water have webbed feet. The webbed feet help these animals to propel themselves through the water with ease and help them to swim for long distance. Water pollution and its effects. The water available on the earth's surface in various water bodies such as oceans, lakes, rivers and streams have long been used to get rid of waste. People dump tons of garbage of all kinds into water bodies. Bacteria and other organisms in water are able to absorb or break down any materials, especially organic matter, that of living or dead bodies of plants and animals. Nevertheless, materials sometimes build up in quantities great enough to affect plant and animal life in the water. This is water pollution. Factories sometimes turn waterways into open sewer by dumping oils, poisonous chemicals and other harmful industrial waste into them. Some cities and towns foul streams by pouring sewage or waste carrying water into them. Other causes of water pollution are not so direct. The uses of chemical fertilizers in farming is one example. A fertilizer is a substance added to soil to help crops to grow. When chemical fertilizers seep into the ground, they can make the groundwater unfit for drinking. And when they drain into a body of water, they create another kind of pollution by causing a buildup of nutrients that plants use to grow. These nutrients cause rapid growth of algae in the water. When the algae die, oxygen is needed to break them down. This creates a shortage of oxygen in the water, which causes the death of fish and other forms of life. Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are harmful insects which carry germs that cause disease like malaria and dengue. They are found in places where there is stagnant water. Stagnant water is standing water or collected water that does not flow. It becomes the breeding ground for mosquitoes. The female mosquito called Anopheles spreads malaria. It lays around 200 to 300 eggs at a time in water. The egg develops into a larva that swims swiftly in the water. In a few days, the larva changes into a pupa and then a mosquito comes out of each pupa. Malaria and its prevention. The female mosquitoes carry malaria causing germs in the saliva. They transfer these to humans when they bite them. The germs then travel through a person's blood to the liver causing malaria. It takes between 7 and 15 days for malaria to develop after an infected mosquito bites a human. The symptoms of malaria are sudden onset of fever including headache, shivering, nausea, sweating and vomiting. If a person develops these symptoms, he should be taken to a doctor. The doctor takes the patient's blood sample and tests it for malaria. If it is tested positive, then the patient is given chloroquine, an anti-malaria drug. Prevention. Here are a few ways we can protect ourselves against the disease. Use mosquito nets and mosquito repellents to prevent mosquito bites. Fix wire nets on windows and doors to prevent the entry of mosquitoes into our rooms. Ensure that water does not stagnate or collect around our homes and locality. Put all garbage in covered dustbins. Make sure that insecticides are sprayed and fumigation is done to kill mosquitoes regularly. Empty our coolers and other water storing substances once a week and sprinkle a thin layer of kerosene over stagnant water bodies.
A.